Imagine you're on an airplane. There's a child beside you. Maybe you're going to Disney World. All of a sudden, the plane gets into trouble and oxygen masks drop from the ceiling. What's your first move? You put a mask on yourself and then on the child. That's an important visual, a reminder that we really need to look after ourselves before we can be there for others. And self-care is hard enough at the best of times, so when we're under stress, it's doubly difficult. Today I want to share 4 science-approved methods for managing personal stress. The first is to dwell on the good things. Our natural tendency is to skip over the positive and focus on the negative. Just think how much time we spend worrying about what might go wrong or reliving past disagreements and disappointments. Our thoughts add so much stress. This practice involves really paying attention to those good things that happen throughout the day, even as simple as sunny weather. And as you do this, it improves your mood and your outlook, and you find more and more things to appreciate in the day. The reason this works is that, as Mike said, our brains are designed to change through experience, and this is called brain plasticity. The second method is to develop a mantra. Language is so empowering. And science tells us that a mantra can interrupt negative thought patterns, effectively rewiring the brain and calming anxiety. A mantra should be something meaningful to you and easy to remember. It can be a prayer, a song lyric, an affirmation. One of my favorites is a song. When I know I really need to let go of things, the Beatles song, Let It Be, helps me get there. A mantra can also be a simple phrase like, stay in the day, to remind yourself to take one day at a time. Or just breathe, to remember to relax and slow down. The third method is relaxation. We carry such tension in our bodies. So several times a day, try sitting in a relaxed position and take 3 slow, deep breaths. As you do this, listen to the sounds around you, those nearby and far away. When we're in a really tough spot, we might be holding on to our breath, or our breathing might become really shallow. So what happens then? Well, our brains are starved of the oxygen they need to think properly. So before you go into that difficult discussion, try taking 3 slow breaths, and then see if you can remain conscious of your breathing while you're in the situation. So why does that work? Well, deep breathing stimulates the vagus nerve, which effectively puts the brake on our stress response, turns on the body's relaxation response, and slows down our heart rate. The fourth method is visualization. Einstein said, imagination is everything. It's the preview of life's coming attraction. Knowing who we are, what we do, and what it looks like when we do it well. Athletes know the power of this, that it can create neural patterns in the brain as though you're physically performing an action. Try making a mental movie of yourself dealing with a really hard problem. Bring in lots of detail and replay it as often as you need to. Or use your imagination to feel grounded or protected. Think of yourself as a towering mountain with other people's moods and attitudes as just clouds floating by. Or pretend there's an imaginary force field shield between yourself and an offending person. As you practice these methods, dwelling on the good, developing a mantra, relaxation and visualization, over time, it builds up your resilience, so you're better able to handle life's really big challenges when they come along.